down on the floor! Get down!
Take off the gold. All of it. Put it in the bag.
Hey!
So what's this then? The opening shots of a gang war?
Don't you know what's going on? Your husband, my wife. You'll think twice before I'm setting your flies in future.
We should cooperate. We set them up, you take them out.
You're suggesting I put one of my men in undercover?
Jimmy Max called the police in.
Look at that guy. Do you want me to draw your picture?
Get rid of him.
We've got stockpiles. Anything you need.
Can you get Uzis?
Better than that. HK MP5s.
There was no one there, was there? Not when it really mattered.
This is one of a series of robberies on triad-controlled premises. The suspects are believed to be part of a Chinese criminal group known as the Big Circle, newly arrived in London. This is the man in charge, Chan Ming. Now, because of the precise targeting involved, we suspect what we're actually witnessing is the struggle for territory between two organized crime groups, the target being this man, Jimmy Mack, importer, restaurateur, video distributor, and longtime head of the Wo Sing Wo Triad Group. This video was taken a few days ago at his daughter's wedding. Big Circle robbed the guests and stole the gold from his daughter's dowry. Two men standing beside Jimmy Mack, a Paul Yip, and Wong Suk, also senior Triad members.
I gather you've already had some success in tackling this problem.
Yes, sir. With Jimmy Mack's help, we put D.S. Tate in undercover to act as a fence for the stolen gold. First it looked promising, then at the last minute, Chan Ming changed his mind. Now he says he won't deal unless our man can supply weapons. That's why I need authorization to set up a sting operation.
I have to say, I'm concerned by the notion of our taking sides in a dispute between criminal organizations. And for God's sake, Jimmy Mack's a triad, a criminal target in his own right.
With respect, sir, my main concern is the arrest of a group of dangerous armed robbers. I don't see how that could be viewed as facilitating triad operations. Besides which, if these armed attacks continue, the threat to public safety will be far more dangerous than any illegal activity we can lay at Jimmy Mack's door.
That brings me to my next concern, public safety. We're not talking real weapons and munitions here, are we?
Yes, sir, we are. Deactivated. The targets are all ex-military, so it has to look good or they won't buy it.
Sting operations inevitably attract accusations of incitement to commit crime. The courts, civil liberties bodies scream agent provocateur, to say nothing of unfair racial targeting. Now, I'm sorry, you've obviously put in a lot of good work here, but I'm afraid it's not on. I'm a little surprised at you, Frank, for suggesting it.
Charlie's done his homework. I still think it's worth a shot.
Sir, this is an exceptional case. We have to look to the future. Come 1997, Hong Kong will be back in Chinese hands. Organised crime will be looking for new markets. If illegal immigration continues, we could be knee-deep in triads and gunmen, just like the ones in this video. That's unless we act now to demonstrate this isn't the place to come to commit robberies.
Free movement within the EC doesn't help matters either, sir.
Sir, this weapons buy could be our only lead. If we walk away now, they'll just go somewhere else for the stuff. Then, look out.
That's one way to make a name for yourself.
So let me do the pitch.
There was a very good reason for that. I must say the bloke from the Home Office looked rather underwhelmed by your advocacy. What's this about Oxford being in hospital?
We've got the full story. Just off to see him now.
They're waiting at home after I dropped you off. Jumped me as I got out of the car. One of them had a police band.
How bad is it?
Bad enough.
The doctor said suspected concussion and hairline fractures to the ribs. Last night was passing blood.
You see who did it?
Yes. It was David. He had 3 mates with him.
Are you sure?
Of course. Yes, I'm sure. He spoke to me. Warned me off.
I don't know what to say.
What can you say? Look at him. Your husband did that.
He still thinks you two are having an affair.
You've got to report this.
Already done. Local CID came. Took details last night.
Oh, Bryony, I am so sorry.
Don't say anything, Helen. I'm not ready to hear it, not yet.
Chinatown. Another raid. Gotta go. Catch you later.
You won't find anything.
These were in the bin. There's blood on them.
Look, can't you help me out here? I mean,
What if we lose the boots, eh?
you know, brother officer and all.
So is the victim, remember?
David Ash, you were charged that on the night of the 12th of September 1995, you assaulted Alan Oxford. As of this moment, you are formally suspended from duty until further notice. I need your warrant card.
Do we know how much was taken?
They go China.
Yeah.
They come. They go China.
我都唔知佢講乜，或者佢喺佢老細面前演嘢。
She says she wouldn't even like to guess.
Oh, yeah?
The items were all solid 24-carat gold. But that's not the point, is it? The point is the damage to Jimmy Mack's reputation. He's one of the partners.
So we're looking at another big circle hit.
That's right. The word on the street says they're nailing him to the wall.
What about the one who was shot?
Doing well in hospital.
I want him looking after. Medical bills, loss of earnings, plus something extra on top. And take presents for the whole family.
That's not going to solve our problems, Jimmy. We need to take action.
It's true. Other triad groups are moving in on our video markets. As we speak, they're fitting out a new shop.
Burn it down, we're not giving ground.
Hello, Chinatown Traders Association wants to see you.
Tell them to wait.
Every time I see that boy's arm, it reminds me what this big circle trash is doing to us. You should send him away for a while.
That's the last thing I'm gonna do. He's one of the few people I can trust. You just keep to counting the beans, Paul. I'll handle the rest.
More bad news, Jimmy.
Yes. This could get very messy.
That's great. You sure they won't mind? It's always in a good cause. Okay, you set that up. We'll have a drink later, okay?
How'd you get on this morning?
Gave it a shot. Never seen so much brass in one room. Even had a politico from the Home Office there.
Lovely. But he wasn't too keen on us going into the arms business.
Yeah, well, the jury's still out. In the meantime, it's up to us to keep Chan Ming on the boil. I want you to set up another meeting.
He won't turn up just for tea and a chat.
No. You're going to arrange for him to test fire an MP5.
Well, that's been approved, has it?
Don't be silly. I've got a mate in SO19. Got a permit to keep an H&K over at the gun club. It's sorted.
So, am I doing you a favour or am I officially undercover?
You're officially marked out on a job.
Fair enough, Gov. It's your pension.
Your latest effort caused quite a stir.
I thought that was a general idea.
Yes, but my instructions were to avoid injuring ordinary people.
I told you at the beginning, I'll work in my own way or not at all.
Somehow, I don't see you walking away from arrangement. Not after it's been so rewarding. Have you found a new outlet for the gold?
No. I've decided to stay with the Guailo.
What? After all I said about Jimmy working with the police?
In the first place, no one else in Chinatown would touch Jimmy Mac's gold. In the second, my mans agreed to supply us with modern weapons. I don't think the Guailo police will be allowed to do that. Do you?
I see. Well, if your friend is as resourceful as he claims, tell him you need explosives.